Yo, what is up guys, welcome to a new video. This is the fourth video of my YouTube series on how to make progressive house. And the previous videos we saw how to make the drop, how to get the melody, the chords, the lead sounds, the bass line and so on, how to make the drop sound full. In this one we're gonna see how to make the breakdown, how to create it, how to go to the build up, how to make it interesting and so on. And just don't wait more, let's go to the video. Wait, before we start with the tutorial, I know that more than 50% of the people that watch these videos is not subscribed, so right now scroll down a bit, click the subscribe button, and let's start with the tutorial. Okay guys, so first of all I want to say that I just created a group here and here on the effects just to clean up a bit the project. Mainly this is the breakdown. Okay, today I just want to talk about the synth and the breakdown, because if not the video will be too long. And in the upcoming videos I will talk about the percussions, the vocal and the effects. So what you have to have in mind is that you need to get something interesting just with the synth, okay? Then with the percussions and the effects you're gonna make the breakdown more interesting. But if you have already something good with the synth, effects and so on are gonna help, but not that much, okay? So just start with something really basic. I have here some pads. Pads are just the chords of the track, and it is this preset. Okay, if we go here we just have a simple EQ to get a bit of the lows and the highs, and a bit here. I also have this second pad, higher one and with a bit of movement. Has more highs, and it decreases here because this area is for the first pad, okay, and free to balance because at the beginning of the breakdown that is here I don't have this pad going on, and from here it starts coming, so at this point it's sounding, okay? So to create a bit of movement, what I like to do is, for example, on the first pad, okay, what I have is first of all with the EQ, as you can see here, it increases a bit on the highs, okay? The filter is going out, and here a lot more. Okay, so it creates a bit of movement with EQ, and you add a bit of highs in some parts, okay? What I also like to do is with the mod wheel is just this thing here. Okay, so in some parts I just increase a bit. And as you can see it's not the same. Look here, 43, 41, 47 and 100. So every time is a bit different. Okay, so you have something going on, you know, it's moving. From here I start adding the second pad. Okay, just this one, really simple. And from here I start adding a new pad, really ambient pad that is moving left and right. Okay, really simple EQ, just a bit of highs, and just taking these frequencies here, free to balance to make it come in, and the pancake to make it go left and right. Also in the build-up, as I want the breakdown to be going up all the time, what I do here is with the mod wheel of the first pad, I make it go up, and also I increase the filter. Okay, I make it go up, go higher, so you have more high end on the pads. And these three sounds just go to this bus where I have this reverb, this EQ, OTT, a limiter to make it sound like flatter. This EQ is just for another section of the track to get the bass, and the free to balance because in the build up as I make them be brighter, you know, with more high end and so on, I reduce the volume, so I leave a space for the leads, the percussions and all of these things. So altogether it sounds like this. And we started here. Okay, so it's a lot of difference. Now I have a plug. It's a really simple one, and what I do with it is I create like the rhythm, okay, of the melody with following the chords. Okay, I just have an EQ, pancake, so it goes left and right just a little bit. I have a low pass, so it comes in slowly on the track, and then just a kickstart, okay, for another section. Okay, so it goes up with the pads, and here, as I add a new sound, a new plug, what I did is just reduce a bit on this part. Okay, as you can see, it goes down with this automation clip, so I leave a space for this plug, and then it fades out again. Okay, now this plug is just side length, really simple. I left the reverb because I felt it was nice. I just have a little bit because I like it, the sound this reverb gave. Okay, it's not to make it fit in the mix, just to give some character to the sound, and it has the melody. These two sounds together sound like this. Okay, if I just have this plug with the melody, it sounds nice, but if I add this second sound, this second plug, it's like creates more like a unified sound, you know, more full sound with more chords and so on. And this too goes to this bus, really simple, just a bit of reverb, OTT, and delimiter. And this plug on the build-up, it goes down with this frequency balance here, okay? But this plug goes a bit slower down than this one because it's following the melody, and I wanted to maintain that sound during the build-up when the leads are coming in, okay? So for now we have this, we have the pads and the plugs. We start here, just with the pads. We start adding the chords, the plug chords. Here we start putting the second pads. Sorry if this crashes because of the OBS. Then here we start adding the new sound that goes left and right. Then here we put the melody. And then on the build-up, the pads go open a bit and they go down in volume. Also the plug chords goes down and the plugs goes down, but slower, okay? Sorry for the crashes. What I also did is to add a bit of sub bass here, okay? So we have more low end on the track, and at the beginning it doesn't have any sidechain and any effect and anything, okay? Just the sub bass. But as later in the track I want to add here a kick on where it says filter kick. If you don't know how to add these things here, just Alt T, okay, and you create a mark, you put the name you want, and you move it wherever you want. So I added a bit of sidechain here to go better with the key when I put the kit here, and I wanted to give to bring that sidechain slower, okay, not really drastic than not having sidechain here and having sidechain here. So it goes step by step, making more pumping effect. In the kickstart sidechain, I decreased it a bit, so it's not that hard as in the drop. And the last synth I added on the breakdown is just the lead sound. I just have the leads, okay, as in the drop. I don't have any sidechain. I have the filter, so it goes in. As you can see, until it doesn't gets to the drop, the filter is not out, okay? At this point is without the filter, okay? So at this part, when the drop hits, you have all the highs of the leads, and here you don't have them, so it's like you bring more energy. And with this filter here, what we did is just start cutting the lows and the mids, so we create this sound here. So really filter, you know. it's not the same. So with this effect, it's like I make them go and then come back. Okay, so when the drop starts, they are fully back and with all the highs. So just that, guys, this is all about the synth on the breakdown. Okay, it's really simple. I just have some pads following the chords, a plug making the rhythm of the melody following the chords, and a plug making the melody. Then I just add a bit of low end with the sub bass, and I start bringing in the leads, so you know that the drop is coming. Okay, what you need to take care is that you need to make some things going on, okay, to add movement. For example, here I just did it with the EQ, here with the mod wheel. Okay, for example, this sound and this sound go left and right, so there is movement on the stereo field. Add some effects, like for example this filter here that I felt it wasn't that good, the filter I had, so I decided to add this EQ to make it like really thin without mids and bass, and then I bring it back to before the drop. So when the drop hits, you have all the mids, you have all the highs, you have everything. And just that, in the next video I will talk about the percussions I used on the breakdown, how to make this more interesting. Okay, but as I said before, if you don't have already something good with the synth, percussions are not gonna help that much, at least in progressive house. Okay, you need to have things going on, things interesting, things moving, and then add the percussions and it will sound a lot better. A last tip I want to give you is that, in my opinion, a good thing you can do on the build-up is that everything that is not the melody, start taking out on the build-up. Okay, as you can see here on the pads, they go out with volume. These plugs that are following the rhythm also are going out. These plugs, as they follow the melody, they going out but slower, and the leads are just coming in. So just that, guys, if you have any questions about this, if you want me to explain something better about the synth and the breakdown, if you want me to help you with something, just leave it in the comments. Leave a like if this video helped you, subscribe if you're not subscribed so you don't miss any of these videos, and guys, see you in the next one.